Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm coming live a little bit earlier today, and I know that there there's been a lot of energy coming in with a lot of ascensions. It's been a lot, hasn't it? And I'm feeling quite peaceful, quite relaxed this morning. And hi, everybody. Hi, Lori. And so I'm coming on and I'm going to be working with God, light and love, universal oneness, whatever label you wish to put upon this energy. And I'm going to be working on doing a heart chakra healing. And how this came to pass is it was probably about 10 days ago. And I said, "Hi, Bernadette." And I said, "Hi, Gloria." Everybody's coming on. Bonnie, there you are. Awesome, Lexi. Awesome. And Kay, there you are. Just a little bit south of me, not far away. So I remember saying, what should I be bringing to the forefront? And God came in quite strongly and said, a heart chakra healing. And I said, fantastic. So this is definitely something that is needed right now. And that's why I'm stepping forward and doing it in this way. So I am going to, I don't know, I haven't got a clue what will be unfolding. I'm wearing green because I love the color green. And it's also a wonderful color for the heart chakra. And I know that there are times in one's life experience that can be difficult, where, depending on the stressors in life and situations, that your chakras can be impacted and influenced. And I know that, from my own experience, I recall having a really strong connection with a soulmate long ago. And when that partnership, we parted ways, that really impacted my heart chakra. And I remember my heart chakra felt like it had just completely, not completely shut down, but it was trickling in energy in comparison to how it once was. So I could feel it. I could feel that there wasn't as much energy coming in. And I think that it's important when you're going through stressful times, stressful moments in life, that you speak with your team and say, one thing I know we can ask is you can ask your angels, you can ask Archangel Michael, you can ask to have each of your chakras replaced. I would do this in a very quiet, peaceful environment. I didn't realize that I could do this. And when you can visualize, just relax and ask for this. You can ask for this and you will start to notice your heart chakras. How I notice it is, for example, they slowly will pull it out in this direction if it needs replacing. And then they bring the new one in through your back. Or if it's up your root chakra, I could very much feel the chakras being replaced. I don't think this one's been replaced yet because I don't seem to have a problem with this one. But I have had my root chakra replaced, my sacral, my heart chakra. These are things that we can ask. And so I'm going to channel Source now, okay? I'm going to channel Source because this is obviously quite important that we hear these words of guidance, and also that we just allow Source to help us with this heart chakra. Hi Joe. So I am going to go ahead and do that now. I feel very peaceful and I feel very content. And I know that Source is helping me to feel this way. It's washing over me from the top of my head down, and I feel very relaxed. Yeah, it feels really good. So I'm just going to relay the words that I'm hearing from Source. Thank you, everyone. It is an honor to be able to come through in this way. Many of you, dear ones, many of you, my children, are needing assistance, support at this time. It is important to remember to ask your divine teams for help, guidance, and assistance, support, love, and light, for they are always nearby, and you simply must speak it into being. Ask for what you wish, desire, and dream of. That is all. That is all it takes. You can ask for this within your mind, or out loud, or the written word on pen and paper. Much healing is needed. Much healing is needed upon the earth plane at this time. On this path of ascension, many of you are experiencing the old tape patterns within your mind, old belief systems that you've been taught. All of this old is coming up to the surface and is now being transmuted into the light. But as it gets pulled up to the surface, it can make one feel fragile. And I am here coming forth in a way to support each of you and to help heal. So what God's showing me right now is like where this lower vibrational energy is housed within the body. Once it's removed and brought up to the surface to get transmuted into the light, is these areas, they need light, they need healing, they need Source's energy in these areas where this more entrenched lower vibrational energy once resided. And that's what we're going to do today. So yes, we are going to heal the heart chakra today, which means infusing Source's light and love into your heart chakra, into your heart space. But we're also, God says, God is also going to, and actually no, God's correcting me, it's we, meaning Source, God, your team of angels, and possibly the Ascended Masters, whomever you feel gravitated towards or think of often, they're all going to help out with this today. They're going to assist with this. And so not only is our heart chakra going to be infused with this light, this healing light, but these areas where the more dense vibrational energy has been removed, these areas within your body are also, and within your body and within your energy body. So this is going to be really beneficial. This is going to be really good. So all of this has been removed. It's coming up to the surface to be transmuted into the light. And now the light, your angels, God, the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, whomever you feel gravitated towards. And even if you feel gravitated towards, say, Archangel Michael or Jesus or Kuan Yin, whomever, we can even just, they know who we are gravitated towards. And they will come to you and they will assist in this. So, okay, go ahead. God says, very good, dear one. Oh, God says it's an honor for me to be a translator of God's words, and now just washing me with love. And I'm hanging on, trying not to cry. And it's just such an honor. I feel blessed to be able to connect with Spirit on a daily basis in the way in which I do. Just remember that we are all mediums. We are all connecting with Spirit all the time. You're channeling whether you know it or not. Certain ideas pop into your head, certain feelings within the body. It's a beautiful place to be. Just keep practicing. Keep practicing, ask some questions and feel the answer. Is it yes or no in the body? Feel it. You can communicate with them consciously, channeling at any time. God says, so let's begin. So I'm going to translate what God is going to start doing now. And I don't want you to be concerned if you feel something or if you don't, okay? What matters is that you're open and you'd like to have this deep healing, and that's what matters most. And in days to come, you may notice certain changes in your life experience, and maybe you'll remember back to this moment and say, okay. God says, remember these words. You are each cherished beyond any description, beyond any imagining. God says to me, tell them, Kristen. Yes, so, when my angel opened up in front of me and she started coming towards me and then she passed through my body, there are no words to describe that kind of love. On earth we love each other, but this was on a whole other level. And at that moment I realized I wasn't alone. And when my angel came towards me, she was expressing love for me. And that amount of love that she has for me, was incredible. My mind couldn't quite even process what was unfolding in the moment. That's how much love was coming my way. But not only that, she was pure love. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I sat there stunned for 45 minutes before I could go and tell anybody. And I didn't even know what I was experiencing. My mother said, that must have been your guardian angel. And I went, that's what it was. And then I could sense her energy around me after that. I picked up on her frequency after that, because I certainly picked up on it when she crossed through my body. It was wonderful. Okay. You can't imagine how much love is here for each of you and how supported you are. Remember, you are in a free will zone here on earth, so it is so important that you ask for help. It's important that you take the lead. You ask for what you want help with. Okay? It's so important. I've always said this. It doesn't matter if you believe or not. Whether you believe in nothing, I don't care. But what I do care about most, and always will, is that you write down what you want help with. Throw it to the wind. Write it down. So then you will see. Let them prove it to you, show you that they can help you with all areas of your life. It may not be tomorrow when you wake up first thing in the morning, but they will have that list and they will be working on it. And I always say, this or something better, God. There might be something even better that I haven't even thought of. So I just hand it off to God. This or something better, God. Thank you. Intention. Asking for help. These are all very important and valuable tools. Okay. All right. Let's let's just sit and relax. So God's telling me that God is going to open up our crown chakras, which are located right here. So you may feel some pressure, some tingling, some expansion. Okay, this will open. And I see light coming down through the top of my head. It looks gold even. There's some gold in there. So this light is coming down through the top of the head, and I can feel it coming down through the center of my body, straight down the center. Wow. There's a lot of energy coming in. You know, when they start to open your upper chakras, they're helping you sense their energy more and communicate with them more. So if you would like to ask your angels or God to open your upper chakras, you'll begin to sense their energy more, pick up on their frequency more, communicate with them more easily. And what has happened for the past 10 years is they build a highway, I call it a highway of light from your pineal gland access area all the way through the two halves of your brain to your third eye, all the way here. And that's what they're doing right now. They're placing a lot of light here. I can feel it. It's like a lot of high vibrational energy building in that area. It makes it really easy to hear them. Makes it really easy to see what they want to show me. God says that God is going to open and expand each of your heart chakras. And remember, whether you watch this in this present moment or at a later time, it doesn't matter, because there is no time or space constraints at all here. When you're watching this in the moment, it will unfold in the moment for you. Your heart chakra will open and expand. And for those of you that need your heart chakra replaced, this will begin happening as well. And what you'll feel if your heart chakra is needing a new one, you'll feel it partially coming and being pulled forth. You'll feel it getting pulled, a pulling feeling out of your chest. And then you'll feel the new one coming in through your back and getting placed here. I completely trust and have faith in my team that they know, they see the energy, they see the chakras, they know what is best, and they know how to do this. I completely trust and have faith in them. God just said, there we go, that was easy, wasn't it? Yep, because I've asked for my chakras to be replaced before, several times, so now it's just pulling it out, putting it in, there we go. The first time, maybe the second time, I really felt it, like you could feel like those chakras were hanging on by a thread and they were working, but you know, they really needed to be replaced. So I really felt like when they were getting removed. And now it's just smooth. Out, in. There we go. And then I feel them just sending a lot of light into the new chakra through my back. Just pulsating a lot of light. God is saying each one of you, each and every single one of you can call upon me or your team of angels to request each of your chakras be replaced should you wish at any time. Or if you wish to have your chakras opened and expanded with more light, more energy, you can also ask for this. God's saying that in the future what's going to happen is there will be less separation in between each chakra, that there will be more of a highway between each chakra, and it will be open and filled with light in between each chakra, like the highway that I just described from here through the two halves of your brain to your pineal. This will just continue. It'll be a highway straight down connecting each chakra, and that will widen and grow over time as you open and expand, and as you anchor more light into your body, moving forward on this path of ascension. Each of your chakras will open and expand and interconnect with one another. God says, thank you. That is all for now. It is an honor and a blessing to be able to come through and help assist and support each of you in this way. Remember, all you must do is ask. All you must do is ask, should you choose, in this free will zone. Okay? Beautiful. Oh, wow. Yes. God, what would you say for someone that is focusing on health issues or areas of their life where they're very uncomfortable, even from the past? God says, hand it over to me, child. Hand it over to me. Yeah. You know, I remember doing this 13 years ago, and I thought, okay, they want me to hand over my low vibrational thinking. They want me to hand over my low vibrational things in my life that are really bothering me, because at some juncture, I think when you may have health issues that are so permeated in your life, and maybe you're experiencing quite a bit of pain, you can't see past your own nose. You can't fixate on anything else, right? So what are you going to do about it? You can hand it over. Give it. Give it to God. Give it to your angels. Give it to Archangel Michael. And if you need to do that a few times, you do. Give it away. Now what you've done is you've given it to them, and now they will heal it. They will work on it. They will help a shift of energy happen. We definitely don't want to hold on to pain and suffering from the past. We don't want to do any of that. We don't want to fixate on it, because the more you focus on something, the more you think about something, the more you give your attention to something. And then you're emphasizing this. You're giving your attention to it. Therefore, you guys have heard me say this before. Do you remember when Mother Teresa would go and she'd have her picket, and she'd go out on, and she would be out there championing, but what would she have on her sign? Peace. She was out promoting peace. She was fixating on peace. Focus on what you want to create in your reality, not on what you don't want to create in your reality. Focus on it. And if you have to go there and you have to get it out on what you are reacting to or triggering in your life, okay, do it. Red room. Create that red room. Let it out. Picture that red room, let it out in the red room to be transmuted. Or if you need to talk about it for a short time, but then shift off of it. Nobody would like being stuck in front of a scary movie for hours and hours and days and weeks and months on end, would you? No, that's not much fun. I don't think I would enjoy that ride. So your life is like a movie screen. What you focus on, you will create more of. So I choose not to put the scary movies on or the depressing, sad movies on. Everything starts from within. So if I don't like what's going on outside in my life, where do I go? Do I go and I blame so-and-so and blame this person and blame that situation? Nope. I might process it and go, okay, but always it will come back to what is happening within you. What is it that I'm thinking and focusing on and vibrating that is, what is it within me that is attracting this into my experience? What am I vibrating that is a vibrational match for this experience happening? What is this teaching me? And now where am I going to shift within and shift in a different direction? That's the beauty of contrast. That's the beauty of coming to planet Earth. You have a lot of growth in one lifetime. I mean, if I wanted to go to the cupcake planet where I hung out on the paradise beach drinking virgin pina coladas and eating cupcakes, and it was a breeze, that's where I'd go. But obviously my soul said otherwise. My soul said, I'm up for this challenge. I'm up for this. What is the challenge? Holding and maintaining my own vibrational frequency in amidst other vibrational frequency that may not be a vibrational match for where I am. Let others be as they may, and I will be as I am. You know, when I was going through health issues, there was a lot of pain, and I was having a hard time getting food in me. And so really what you need to do is just hand it off. Hand it off. And when they guide you to take action steps in a certain direction, you go. Don't sit there and be like, you know, you asked them for help. You handed it off to them. So it's like saying, okay, angels, help me with this, this, and this, and then they go and they guide me and they give me direction, and then I don't listen? No, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly. So they will guide you accordingly. Yes, there is a cupcake planet. But there, you know, if we think we're the only, you know, beings in any reality or any planet, I mean, come on. If you want to learn how to channel and open your channels more so, the first thing I would ask is to please open my upper chakras. If you experience a lot of head pressure, and you may, headaches, okay, you will want to say in that moment, can you ease off, please? Because they don't want you to have too much head pressure, but it's important that you ask for them to ease off. Just step back. They won't stop, but they'll make things more comfortable for you. Signs will come if you want them to come. There's been times where I've said, I want to see feathers. And I thought, I'm not going to see feathers. Guess what? I saw feathers, big time feathers, within 2 days and 3 different times, to the point where I remember my aunt's neighbor coming over and goes, do you have something to help me with this? And he opens his down vest and he's like, I got this cut inside my down vest, and it spewed feathers out all over the floor right in front of my feet. And I went, all right, I believe. I was like, okay, I believe. But, you know, I always look for signs in threes. pennies, dimes, feathers. For me, it's rainbows. Other times, if I'm looking at a plane flying in the sky and it's very highlighted, it's like really pulling my attention in, that's an indicator that I'm flying somewhere soon, and it always ends up being the case. Okay, so how do you know if the guidance coming through is just your imagination, or maybe it's your ego? First thing I'll say is trust and have faith. Okay. I went through this as well in the beginning. I remember very vividly how that was. And I said, at some point, I got tired of doubting everything. I got really done doubting everything all the time. And I thought, no, I'm just done with that. And then I went, I'm just going to trust with everything that comes through. Now, anything low vibrational that's coming through is your ego. Your angels aren't going to put low vibrational stuff into your head. It's just not going to happen. They don't operate like that, and they don't come from that vibrational frequency. So the key is to go with it. Don't doubt. Don't second guess. Put it down. And you know why? Because what I realized is, over time, it took some time. What I realized was, even if I got it totally wrong, they came through in days, subsequent days afterwards, and they corrected it. So I would go, oh, so is this the case? Okay. And I would also ask for responses in threes. Yes, 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 no, 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 to make it really clear. You have to trust in you. You have to build up your own confidence. And you have to believe that you can connect. You have to believe it. You have to know it. And if you don't feel that confidence, you're going to step off anyways and fake it until it is the case. Nothing is going to stop you from communicating with your divine team. How do you think that they all communicate here? Do they have vocal boxes? Do they have mouths? No. So how are they talking to each other? It's all energy, and it's telepathy. So, we can all chat telepathically, PS, and you just need to you just get to a point where you're done doubting. You're done second guessing things. You're done with the lack of confidence. And that pretty much took a couple years for me, where I was, I'd be in it and then out of it, and and you have to decide when you're done. Because when you become very clear in your intentions, and you believe, and you step off, and you trust, and you have faith, and you just go, well, my God, they will just come. They all rearrange based on your vibrational frequency. So essentially, if you're doubting things all the time in your life, you're just creating more things that you're going to doubt. If you're done doubting things all the time, and you're done being in a place where you're feeling not confident in things, then you will just break through that, and you will just go. You'll trust and have faith, and the energy, your energy shifts, they all shift, you all go. Life is so much easier when you are done second guessing and doubting everything. Follow your internal guidance system. When people, what I find fascinating is people say, yeah, everybody says go within. I don't even know what that means. What does go within mean? What does go within mean? I don't get that. Going within means sitting quietly with a still mind. And if you find it difficult, your mind will go, and you bring it back to the quiet. And it'll go, and the peace and the stillness is here. And you can focus on your heart chakra, and you can focus on your breath. That way, you're focusing on something because your mind's used to being so active all the time. So you're going to focus, and I'm just telling you the beginning steps, the beginning stages, right? So you're focusing on your breath and your heart chakra. So now you're within. You're going within. And your mind is nice and still, even if for brief moments. You might have something pop in, and then you just gently bring it back to the stillness. Just gently bring it back to the quiet. And the more you do this and practice this, the more you will create more peace and stillness within your mind rather than the rampant going on of thought. You don't need to think all the time. You don't need to have thoughts in your mind all the time. So you will create that stillness within your mind. You will create the peace. And any and every one of us can do this. And when you're going within, you can then, when you're coming and you're going through that, you can then ask your team a question, and you'll feel a thought form in your mind. Okay, you might feel energy and pressure. If you do, that's them attempting entry in order to relay the answer to your question. And the word, and they'll likely start with a word or maybe a couple words. They're not going to give you too much at first. And it will always be high vibrational. And this word will form in your mind, and it will sound like your own internal voice at first. And I remember the first time this happened to me, and I said, "Who is this?" And God said, "This is God." And I went, "Oh my God, this is so easy. Wow." And it was like a full sentence of giving me loving advice. And I was like, what? I did not form those words in my mind. And I was like, awesome. And so the more you practice, the more you move in this direction, the more you go within and create that stillness within, the more you pick up on this guidance, and then it starts to sound like their pitch and tone, their vibrational frequency rather than my own internal voice. And then you'll start to see that shift. So, Archangel Michael doesn't sound like this to me anymore. He sounds like this. He sounds deeper and masculine, and he speaks with this pitch and tone. Archangel Raphael has more of a neutral pitch and tone, a little bit masculine, a little bit feminine, a little bit of both. Jesus comes through with a masculine voice, very serene, very peaceful, but he can also be very direct. So if you're willing to work with these beings of light and love, the intention is set. Only beings of light and love. Archangel Michael, you are my bouncer. No one gets past you. That's how this is, and that's how it will always be. And then that's it. Don't doubt. Step off and go. Here's the thing. Even if, say, you're getting it askewed, maybe it's your ego dabbling in there a little bit, your angels will come in and course correct that. Your higher self will course correct that. It is inevitable. They aren't going to let you kind of go off down a path that is. And not only when you're hearing the guidance, you're hearing it, but you've also feeling it. Does it feel right to you? Are you getting a tightness in your chest and your stomach when you're getting this guidance? Maybe sit down at another time when you're more at peace. If you've got a lot of this going on and stress and loud noise and this, maybe not the best time to practice channeling. Wait for that peaceful moment, that peaceful time, that time when you're about to waken up. You're wakening up from sleep and your mind is nice, still, and peaceful. Raise your own vibrational frequency. in order to be closer and or more of a match for, I say more of a match, because I know where they are. They're in an incredible high vibrational frequency. So if I'm down and I'm feeling low, I can still hear them, but maybe I take a little breather, go have a nap, go out for a walk and relax a little bit, and then I'll work on channeling with them. Yeah. In the beginning I was like not interested in really chatting too much with God. And then I realized how easy it was and how simple it was and just how loving it was. I wasn't interested when Jesus came to visit me. And I remember I was eating dinner and I was like, okay, Mother Mary's here at my friend's house by the table. And I was like, okay. And then the next time I'm eating dinner at her place and I'm like, oh, there's Mother Mary and Jesus is here. Why is Jesus here? And I was like, processing in my head, he's here to talk to me. That's the only reason. Why would he be here with Mother Mary unless he was here to talk to me? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't want to talk to him. That was my thought. I don't want to talk to him. And I'm eating my food and I'm seeing them standing there and I'm like, I don't want to talk to Jesus. And so all my friends go into the kitchen and I'm the last one at the table and he comes right up to my face. And the first things I said to Jesus was, I don't want to talk to you. And he says, I know, but that sure didn't stop him. It sure didn't stop him. And he says, I want you to see me like your big brother in spirit. Okay, I've been around the block a few more times, and I'm here to help you. And I wish for you to not see me in the religious dogma sort of way, because that's what resonates with me. With somebody else, they're more than happy to see him in a religious type of way. And that is all up to free will. But this is where I felt comfortable. And I said, all right, I'll think about it. Took me a month. I didn't just jump right in. It took me a month. But I mean, that realization while I'm eating, uh-oh. Jesus is here and he wants to talk to me. What does he want to talk to me about? Why is he here? And yeah, but I'll tell you this. If there was ever a big brother to help me, that would be the ultimate, that he is the ultimate. And he's made things happen in my life that is just beyond incredible. And he teaches me, he schools me, and I really learn. And I quiz him. I don't just sit here and go, okay, yes, yeah, mm-hmm. No, I have questions for you, and I'm going to ask you these questions, and I test him, and I question him. And he always has an answer, and he always has a response, and he always has a way of me seeing it from a different viewpoint. Yeah. And I remember having a tantrum last summer, and he was, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And his response to that, finally knowing he wasn't getting through to me, was, all right, you do you, Kristen. And then he left. So he's not going to hang out with you while you're having a tantrum. He'll wait till you cool down, and then he'll come back around. And, we all have our tantrums from time to time, right? But what you fixate on is what you will create, and that I've seen time and time enough in my own life experience to know. How long are you going to think about this? How long are you going to focus on that for? Okay, well, clearly it keeps popping up, so maybe what I need to do is some red rooming and some EFT tapping to release this, and then I can shift and move off of that. Feeling Jesus' energy is, does anybody else have an idea of what it feels like to feel Jesus? For me, it feels like an incredible beam of golden light, if you want to picture it like that. You know when you're standing out, and you're standing under the sun and it makes your whole body relax? Oh my God. And the sunshine on your body feels so amazing, right? Now times that by 1,000 and you're basking in his energy, and it's so peaceful and so high vibrational and so blissful. And when he washes you with it, sometimes he just washes you in his love for you, and then you just start bawling your eyes out, because that's all your body can handle in that moment. It's just a response to what is being washed through you and over you. Is incredible. Warmth is another one. Yeah, warmth. Yeah. Yeah. Trust and faith will take you far further than anything else, right? When you don't believe in much, you've got to believe in something. Believe in your team here to support you, even when you think, I don't feel them and I'm totally alone, and this woman's talking about this, that, and the other, and I don't feel nothing. P.S. I didn't feel nothing either. I went years like that. I was too busy out clubbing and drinking to feel anything. And that's the thing. If you build walls up around you, you've had hurt in your life, and you build those walls up to keep people out, and maybe you're numbing yourself with copious amounts of narcotics and or drugs, well, what's the chances that maybe you're going to feel them as and sense them as clearly? I'm not saying everybody should come off certain medication. I'm saying sit quietly, go within, and start to practice communication, and do not give up. Persistence. It took me how many years to get here? But the energy back then was a lot slower than it is now. It's much faster now. So things are happening much quicker. I tell you, the angels are so exciting. They're so excited, the angels, for this time. I've never seen them so excited. I have never seen the angels as excited as they are right now in my entire life. I've never seen so much excitement, because what is coming is magnificent for many who choose this path of ascension. If you're okay with the way things are, then you'll just come around. You'll just come through life and more bodies and more experiences until you are ready. Not everybody is ready, and that's okay. Yes, the more you practice, this is a bridge. This is the bridge. When you feel nothing and you sense nothing, this is the bridge that will get you there. You will repeatedly use these and start to sense their vibrational frequency around you. Okay? And you see, each one of us has our own filter, right? So the way that I see them is different than another medium will see them. So another medium might see them as a pillar of white light. The angels like to project their faces to me and what they're wearing and how tall they are. And it cracks me up sometimes because, okay, I'll give you an example. This week, for example, I had a man come for a reading from the UK. Started chatting with him for a little bit. And his angels came through like really sharp UK kind of accent, like Cockney, like British blunt, right in my face. And I was like, And I didn't realize that that was his background, this person that was coming to me for a reading. I thought, okay, he has a British accent. I didn't know. And he asked me, well, is their accent posh? I said, no, it's not posh. It's really sharp and crass, and they're kind of cocky with me too. He goes, oh, that's my upbringing. I said, oh, okay. And I said, why are you coming through with this accent? And they're like, this is how we want to be presented, Kristen. Just present us in this way, all right? I was like, okay. You know, so other times, a lot of the times that I see the angels, they've got just the most unbelievable peaceful look on their face, like glowing eternal beings of light and love. And when I can look them in the eye, Their eyes are so incredible. It makes me like they're looking piercing into my soul. It's that incredible. Like, it's amazing. And you're just sitting there like, oh my God. It's incredible. But they can present in any which way they wish. Somebody else might see pillars of white light. I see something else that's different. It's really amazing. I remember Archangel Michael looking up at me not long ago, and he held for about 15 seconds. I'll tell you, 15 seconds holding on to eye contact with Archangel Michael. That was intense. I said, why are you holding eye contact with me? He says, because you're going to have to get used to seeing me look you directly in the eye. You're going to have more contact with me in the future. And I said, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. And he says, you'll be fine. But he's getting me used to it. And I'm like, but I don't think I can do it. But, you know, as the veil thins, this is what's going to happen. And it's very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. So, I'll leave you all. It has been a wonderful time talking with each of you. So many of you are growing, and we're all growing and evolving at our own rate, our own path, our own experiences, learning and growing from one another. And it's a wonderful, wonderful time on the planet to be here. Yeah. Irregardless of what you hear and see, you just remember there's a big shift happening right now. And what I see is the angels celebrating immensely. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you.